Finally, waking up, I looked everywhere. I heard noises at my door. I was scared. He's back. I started looking. I went down my stairs, or my ladder. I looked and I saw my door was open. I was scared that he was in my house. I was breathing heavily. I looked outside. I looked to my left. I looked to my right fast. I walked over and I walked back. I hurried inside to shut my door. Probably not the smartest thing that I just left my house door open, but I didn't care because I don't care about my life. I started looking outside my windows. I started going everywhere, doing everything I could. Scared. I looked outside my window. I looked outside again. Nothing. I don't know if this man even talked. I started looking around my house faster and faster. I had a really small house, so there's nothing. No way. My door was unlocked. I was breathing heavily as my door was stuck. I started backing away. Then I walked up eventually. I looked outside. I looked to my left. The sun was coming up. Almost time for school. I started shutting my door and I came back in. I thought nothing about it and locked my door. I started locking and locking. I thought, maybe I should get dressed for school now. I took off my clothes and started changing. I'm done changing now. I breathed heavily as I don't know who was doing that. I don't even know this guy's name if I was actually telling the truth, which I am. I looked with the beautiful sun, breathing air. I haven't breathed in a long time. I saw him. I stared. I was in shock. I was frozen. Some people have flight and run, but I was frozen. I couldn't move until he ran, and he ran, and he ran. I started to yell, "Hey," as soon as I came back to my senses. I don't even know what happened. I stared. I was in shock. I started getting in my very old car from a few years ago. It's so old. I hate it. I hate my life, but at least I'm actually surviving out here. The world is hard, harsh. I started walking. I started driving. I didn't even know what to do. Why would I be walking? I thought in my mind. I started driving away and driving and driving and driving until I got to school. I stopped. I thought I ran something over, but I wouldn't. I was just paranoid. I started driving more and more. I was thinking about going to the police station. I didn't, though. The police would just think it was stupid. I started walking to my school. I was a student, the newest student. My teacher wasn't here yet, so I just went inside and sat down. A few hours later, I started walking back to my car. I got into my car, just breathing heavily. Now that I think about it, it's better to be safe than sorry. I started driving and driving and driving until I got to my local police station. I breathed heavily as I went inside. I looked at the police officer and I said to him, "There's somebody watching me. I know it." He said back, "It's probably just one of the kids." Ha! Everyone just thinks that everything is real nowadays. Kids doing every pranks. We try to stop him. They don't. But we don't know what to do. He got up. He was thinking. He turned around and started talking again. "Yeah, kids. Kids always are doing something bad. You know kids. Just like you. Where's even your parents? You know, kids. You're probably the one just doing a prank. You know these are not some prank kid." He walks around, comes to me. I turn around fast. He says, "Yeah, so, yeah, my tummy's so tiring. So don't try to do this stuff, kid, because nobody likes it. I promise you. And nobody's gonna help you. just stop playing pranks like this. You know this is the local police station, right? So, no, I'm not going to help you. Go, shoo. Go, kids. I hate kids. He sighs. He walks around, comes closer. Go, what are you doing here? He says to me with a stern voice. I look back one more time before I start walking out and get into my car. I hear him yell, "You are a teenager, how are you driving a car?" I hate my life.